It's really hard to try and spot the early signs of pregnancy. So I'm going to do my best here. You'll know from previous posts I'm not very good at this because it's really hard to tell. But Araminta here, she's more or less on full gestation. I haven't looked up the number of days just offhand, but she has her tail up. She's been standing away from the herd in the field. She's looking a bit uncomfortable. And if I can get under here, can you see that her vulva is a little swollen? She's not pushing or anything like that. We then had a sudden rainstorm, and so I've got them in again because it's too cold in the field for her to birth, especially when they're newly shorn, and it's not good for the cria. So we're watching her very carefully. These are all the other mums-to-be. So signs of early birthing: going to the poo pile, standing, looking like she's going to poo but not actually pooing. Repeated visits to the poo pile. The pooing she does do gets less and less productive. In other words, there's less that comes out. And separating from the herd. They tend to do this in very early labour. By the time they're actually giving birth, then normally the herd either comes to them or they go back into the herd for safety. So you certainly don't separate them away from their herd at that time. Vulva swollen, and what we'll be watching for next is to see right up under her tail, more by her anus, seeing that swelling. At the moment it's not at all pushing out, because as the cria goes over the pelvis, it actually comes up under the tail. Looks like it's going to come out the wrong hole, and then you see a nose, like we did with Venus yesterday, coming out of the vulva. So we're watching Araminta very carefully, and maybe a cria today.